Okay, so when our project got divided up, I actually got critical thinking, which is pretty cool because, critical thinking applies to everything in life. There's always four truths that you have to remember. One of the main ones is everything in life should be questioned, whether it's, just a hobby or sport compared to scientific research or, even just your job. Anything in life can be broken down, and that's really the science of critical thinking is breaking it down, understanding the concepts, understanding why and how it happens. But everything in life should be questioned, no matter what it is. The second is all evidence is not equal because you may have the same question, but your test may not be as in depth and detailed. Whether you could give a survey to people, well, that's just people's opinions compared to actual test results in a lab. They're going to be a lot more accurate, in detail, more depth. You're going to get better results. So not all evidence for a question is going to be equal in quality. A third point would be, just because it's an authority figure that tells you something doesn't mean you should listen. Critical thinking is all about, breaking it down and understanding it for yourself. So because a teacher or a scientist, someone with more power and intelligence than you says something, doesn't always mean it's true. You shouldn't take their word for it. You should ask questions for yourself. You should break it down for yourself to be able to understand and grasp what it is, how it works. Whatever your reasoning, you want to be able to break it down, and that's another good point. The fourth, have an open mind, because as humans, we're always developing new theories. We're always making progress. We're making new technology. It's one answer may be relevant today, but 5 years down the road, it may not be the same answer because things are always changing. They're always making progress, moving forward. And then a big thing for me, critical thinking can relate to you personally. One thing that I really thought about is skimming. I love to skimboard. I'm not very good at it, but it's how you get good at it. You can't just walk out and throw the board down and land on it. You gotta break it down. You gotta think about, one, how's the weather today? Or is the current good? How big are the waves? Are they knee deep, waist high? How big are they? Is there a storm coming in? If the storm comes in, you're usually going to get better waves. Not only that, but also, foot placement, weight distribution, just catching that right wave isn't as easy as you think until you break it down. You start to figure out, how does skimming work? How do I catch a wave? How do I wrap a wave? How do I get air? You really have to break this stuff down, and a lot of people don't realize that is critical thinking at its finest. Whether it's your hobby or your job or whatever you do in life, critical thinking applies to everything, and that's why it's such a great thing for psychology.